Hello, I'm the sewing machine doctor. I do have this machine for sale on eBay and Craigslist, but I've got another video, similar machine that I've advertised. There was a Singer, and it's got like 5,000 views. And I think a lot of times people will just get on YouTube and see a machine that's similar to theirs and want to know how to use it. So I thought I would just do kind of an instructional video showing this machine, and so there are other similar machines like it. This one has been completely serviced, so I've gone through it and offered it for sale. A lot of times I like these older machines because there's a lot more metal involved with the construction of the machine, so a lot heavier duty. A lot of machines you buy today are all plastic or mostly plastic. This machine, I haven't really found any plastic on it yet, maybe this cover right here. But I personally like free arm machines because you can get inside of sleeves easier, so that's about all I use personally. This one also has a handle on the top, so it makes lifting it a lot easier. And you gotta put it in the closet so when you're not using it. So I prefer the free arm. I prefer ones with the built-in handles. That's just my personal preference, but I wanted to show you how to thread this machine. You just come from the top. This little felt stopper here, it just kind of slows the spin of the spool down a little bit, so it doesn't get going too fast and feed too much thread to your needle, causing problems. This one, I came through this little guide. Whenever you got guides, use them. Here's a guide here, here's a guide in the back. Bring it down front. This opens so that makes it easier to find the direction of your thread. When you come back, I usually just hold a little bit of tension on that so I can kind of thread it easier on this end. There's a guide here and a guide here. So try not to skip any of those. And then whenever threading a needle, it sounds stupid, but always cut it at an angle. It gives you a little bit more of a point to start it through the threading through the needle. This particular needle, which is kind of a machine that I prefer too, comes from the front to the back. So it's easier to see for those eyes that aren't really young anymore. I just accidentally inadvertently pushed this button on the back of the pressure foot, so it released the foot. I didn't intend to. It's back in place now. And usually just grab a little bit of length on the end of that thread, and usually like to get it wet so that it's stiffer when it goes through. You can see now that's threaded. Then I lift up on it. Usually too, now it's got some thread in the bottom already coming out of the bobbin, but you want to roll it through one revolution, bring it up through the top of the machine. Now you got both pieces of thread, and just loop them back through the pressure foot. Give yourself a little bit of extra length back there so when it starts to tighten up it doesn't pull itself out. Okay. This particular is just kind of like denim jeans type material. I've been doing a lot of design work on this thing here. Just tested out the machine. This is stitch width right here. Stitch width, no width, maximum width. Then it's numbered up here to correspond with the numbers of the patterns. A lot of sewing that I do, if I'm doing repairs, I use stretch stitch just because it works on all kinds of material. This right now is just set up for regular denim or non-stretch type 1 through 6. Okay. Then all the way through 11 actually, it will sew regular material. This would be more for a stretch stitch, the 12 through 18. These are numbered and actually color coded too. So this has the built-in buttonhole, which practically nobody uses. This the blue here, you can see on the blue corresponds with the stitch length here. So anytime you're in this blue, 12 through 18 and the patterns, you're going to want to dial in that blue color right there, which is actually the maximum length of stitch that you're going to be working with. So I'll show you how it sews. This machine doesn't go absolutely too fast for you. Somebody that gets intimidated by a machine that goes way too fast, this isn't it. This right now is set up for number 1. I'm going to crank it over here to 13, let's say, and then it'll throw me a nice design stitch that should match this right here, number 13. See, it's kind of going back and forth. That helps lock the stitch in place, so that if you're using some stretchy type material, a lot of materials today have stretch in them. Denim's not one of them, and canvas isn't one of them, but a lot of other lycra, nylon, polyester are going to require this kind of a stitch in order for it to have a little bit of give to it, so that when your material is stretching, it stretches with it. And that's the whole idea, so it doesn't rip out. This is the Necchi Model 575 Free Air. It's actually designed, Necchi is a company that started in Italy, so it's a very high quality machine. This particular one is actually produced for Necchi in Taiwan or China. I've had some similar Chinese-made Neckis, and they're manufactured to the standard of the Necchi. You know, Necchi requires that they meet a certain standard, and I really haven't found any bad ones. You know, I used to shy away from things made in China, but I think China and Taiwan and Hong Kong are kind of the new Japan. There was a time when I wouldn't buy anything from Japan, but now they make super high quality everything. The cameras, the one I'm using, everything really. So you know, I have bought some machines made in China that I wouldn't recommend. Brother's one of them. Never really had much luck with Brother. No matter what they make, I'll shy away from that all the time. This is the bobbin and the bobbin case underneath. It's kind of a simple matter, but whenever you lay a bobbin into the bobbin winder, take a look at the case. The case will usually have a certain angle to the slant. What you'd want it to do when you drop it in, or no matter what direction you're using, you'll kind of want it to lay it in such a way that it backs itself into that slot so it doesn't try and ride its way back out. That'll help you keep the tension correct in the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and loop it through once because I just unthreaded it. Now it's threaded again, ready to go. So I'm not going to make this video too awful long, because 5 to 7 minutes here translates to about 2 hours downloading on the computer, and that's about it. If you care to purchase this machine, it's $125. A little bit higher than other machines, but like I said, it's already been serviced, and I'll guarantee it for 3 months if you're 3 to 6 months if you're local. Every machine should be actually cleaned every 6 to 12 months, so it works out pretty good. The serial number on this one's 023254. It's actually purchased in 1991. It's got the original name on here. So it has the original manual, which is nice. I also have a portable case, and that goes with it. This actually mounts to the bottom like so, and it has a drawer inside of here. Given extra needles, pressure feet, a thread ripper, looks like also a screwdriver. That just fits right in the end there. Okay? Alright, thanks for watching. This is John Meredith. I'm the sewing machine doctor, been trained since 1982.